Well, the MX-5 is broken again.
Full left.
So the sound it's making, it could be a whole number of things. First of all, it could just be the spark plugs, it could be the HT leads, it could actually be the intake manifold gasket, or it is the injectors. So here's all the bits that I've got. Got new HT leads, or brand new second hand, good condition. Brand new second hand injectors, new spark plugs, a new intake manifold gasket, and a new throttle body gasket. Right, so I think first thing we need to do is we need to take this brace thing off. I think it's a strut brace. Take that off so we can actually access all of this, and then I think we should start HT leads, spark plugs, check them over, see what they're like, and then go from there. So we've got the strut brace thing out, so now we have access to all of the spark plugs and the HT leads, so we'll just take them out and check them as we go. Well, it's dry, so that's a good start. Ooh, if it'll ever focus in time, but that one's okay. That one looks fairly wet. Yeah. So let's get the spark plugs out and just check them. That's your PCV valve, by the way.
Oh, nice.
So when they talk about the PCV valve, that's what they're on about. I only learned that the other day as well, because I kept hearing about it, the PC valve. What the fuck is a PC valve? What the fuck is it?
What does it do? I don't know.
Good question. Right. So that is number
2.
2, I believe. So cylinder 2. Definitely loose.
Shall I see if I can get it out?
I'm twisting one when there's not even one in it. Idiot. There's another one.
That's pretty black as well, isn't it? Not as bad as that one.
No, that one's definitely worse. It's got a little bit of oil around the outside here.
It's pretty black as well, isn't it?
From left to right, this is number 1 up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With all the cylinders. So here's the new ones we've got. NGK, again, basically the same as the old ones. So this is what a brand new spark plug looks like compared to the old one. It's supposed to be 15 to 23 newton meters, somewhere in that range. So I've just set mine just above 21 there. So they should be all right. Right, so spark plugs are in, they're all torqued down. So let's put the HT leads back on and fire it up, see what it does. There we go.
You made sure they're clean and stuff.
Yeah. There was a box. Cool. That should be correct, in theory. Right, so we're going to give it a little fire up, see what it does, see how it sounds. If it sounds better, happy days. If it don't, then we've got to go further.
Sounds like shit.
Right, so the engine is still shaking like hell. It does sound slightly better from the rear. I take it back. It sounds the same. So, I mean, it did start off a lot quicker though. So obviously the I don't know if it's going to work or not.
What's your opinion on working on an MX-5?
Well, I mean, they're good to work on. I really hope this isn't one of them bullshit things where it's, you know, go and find some leveling bubbles for a spirit level. I feel like this is one of those things, like put your fucking screwdriver to the block and you can hear your injectors. I don't know, it might work. So, that trick with the screwdriver does actually work. Slightly, I think. I mean, I've never actually done it before, and I've never listened to it before like that, so I could just be like hearing something, like just any sort of vibration through the screwdriver and thinking, oh yeah! But I feel like I could hear it. I feel like I could. And if my hearing is correct, which it ain't very good anyway, but if my hearing is correct, 4, 3, 2, we're all pretty good. But number 1 I couldn't really hear anything from that one. So I think we definitely need to change the injectors because it's still running rough. So I think we're going to have to do it.
Bad.
Well, no, it weren't as bad, but yeah. So this has got to come off. All of this.
Well, it doesn't have to.
All of this. Well, it doesn't have to, but it's going to make life a lot easier to do that. So, I mean, we've got the gasket for it, so we might as well just do it. So these brand new second-hand injectors, right? Because you go on MX5 parts, and this isn't just an MX5 parts thing, this is like an all-round, everywhere, it's just how much injectors cost. They're £200 each. Whereas I found these on eBay, right? Look at that, right? All the seals are all good. Yeah, okay, it's a little bit dirty, it's got a little bit build up, but they're good, they're clean, and they work. They've been tested. These four, £26. Before we can even get these in, we've got to get everything out. Yeah. This will be interesting. Let's get the gun. And the socket set. Oh, the adapter is broken. That's not good. Not that good. So I definitely need a new ratchet gun, right? Because obviously it goes on there. But watch this. Oh no, it's full of mud now. God damn it. Always have plenty of WD-40. So the first thing we need to do... Where's your battery?
In the boot.
Oh yeah. I swear I know what I'm doing. Do you reckon this is how Matt and Matt Armstrong do it? Matt's just undoing a bolt and the cameraman just comes in and just... Let me just scoot in right here, yeah. Oh, yeah. Disconnected. Bluetooth device has disconnected. So battery's disconnected. First thing we need to do now is take this throttle cable off, as well as that piece, and then we can start on the throttle body. But we've got to undo some clips here and everywhere.
Can you pull it down so I can get my finger out of it? No, it needs to go down further than that. It's like a penis.
Okay, so let's... There we go. Now, what are they? 10 mil? 13 mil? Right. Let's see. Ah, sunshine. Oh, they are 10 mils. Yes. Putting these back in here so they don't get lost. Otherwise my dumb ass will put them somewhere and forget about it and lose them. Why do they make these pipes so hard to get to? To get off, so now let's just undo these and we should be able to move forward. And of course, in true normal MX5 fashion, you can't use an impact gun on anything because there's no space. So this part is the throttle body. This was a pipe that we had to get off of it, obviously because it's attached to all of this. So now I just need to undo these bolts here. There's 4 of them, 2 on top, 2 underneath, and then the throttle body comes away from the manifold, and we have a new gasket to go in there, just because if you take these things off, you should really replace the gasket. There we go. So this is your throttle body. Quick explanation. You push on the accelerator, that opens, that lets air in, it goes in through the manifold, gets pushed into the engine, goes bang bang, power. Now the thing is, like under here, you can just see them now. Right, there's a spacer on both of them. They cannot get lost. If they do, it means bad things. See, little spacer. That's all it is. Very, very important. There's number 2. And that is the fuel rail basically out with all the injectors. So I think we can disconnect these now. Oh, my fucking legs are killing me. Oh. I hate this car. Why is that going the opposite way? As I thought. No space. Halfway it is. See, I love working on cars. I hate not having the right tools. This is the only other problem with these sort of sockets that I've got, because I've got the 6.1s, which are all very well and good. They hold the nut better and everything like that. But when you need to get into tight spaces and you need to, you don't have a lot of movement, you need the 24.1 or whatever it is, so it moves.
You're a bit of a messy worker, aren't you?
Usually I'm better than this, but shit just goes everywhere. What is this? 12. Yeah. It was. Yay!
How happy does that make you feel?
Better. But we ain't done yet. We're only just getting started. Right. Oh my god.
What?
This other one's right down the back here.
Oh no.
That's going to be a pain in the asshole. Oh yeah.
In a bolt pot.
1. Yeah, go on then. See, this is what annoys me when they become so loose that nothing works in it. Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
Don't drop it.
You made it black, I couldn't see.
Oh, sorry.
Magnet.
Oh, no.
Where's Mr. Mag gone? I thought that would be... I thought that was plastic. This is awful.
How awful.
Very. I have a feeling I'm about to lose a nut.
You've got to bust that up.
How long is this thing? Jesus Christ. I feel like I've been twisting for the last 9 years. There we go. Right, that's all of them along the top, I think. Nope. One more. The most awkward fucker in sight. Because I can't get him undone. I bet this one's a bolt as well, so it's going to take 9 years again. 9 more years. Next time... There we go. I reckon this will be the end of the video, and in like 9 years' time I'm going to upload the rest of it, part 2. 9 years later, I finally got the nut out. Right, so all we need to do now is all these top ones are off. So we need to get underneath and try and find the ones underneath it, which I don't really know exactly where they are. So I'm going to have to try and basically find them. Right, so one of the nuts is missing. I've got to find it, and it also feels like one of the nuts or one of the bolts at the back end underneath wasn't even on there. So I have to find something to deal with that. But basically, that I think is now pretty much unbolted. I think I've just got to get one more little bolt out. And I was also warned that when you take the intake manifold off, it will leak coolant, which it's already doing. So let's hurry up and get this off, and then we can sort it out.
Yeah, wait. Taking no L's, I'm on their coattails with a cash card.
Something is still connected somewhere. I think this throttle cable is going to be death for me, I swear to God. I believe this should now just come away. Other than an electrical connector. Little 8mm socket on that now. Take that off. Ah, yeah, I'll be able to get that in there, surely. How long bolts? Oh, damn. Well, that seal has perished, and we don't have that seal. So that's not really good. Alright, so now that we've done that, we can take out the... Where is that going to? Well, that's got a broken bolt in it. That wasn't me. That looks like a 10mm. It's going to be a 13. No, it's 10. Right, hopefully this just comes off nicely. Oh, yes. See, WD-40 makes everything better.
face.
No. Right, now all of that is off, I should, in theory, be able to lift this out. Fucking old cable ties and all sorts in here. Someone has been in here and not really looked after it very well. Right, that's all out. That's out. That's got to come around and go through. Will that go through? Yeah. Yeah, I'll go through. Will it go through? I don't know. Trying to soak up some of this coolant that's gone everywhere. Alright, so there we go. As you can see, we now have the intake manifold out. This is the old gasket. What do you make of that? I don't think it's too bad, but it's definitely worth replacing it. The only worry I have though, which I do wonder if anyone can tell me about, so there was a little bit of oil in there. I don't know if you can see it. Don't worry about what's around it because that's just whatever. But there was a little bit in there. I think I've cleaned it out as much as I can. And the same with just in there. It's much the same. So I'm going to clean it out. Get it all cleaned up and everything. Make sure it's nice and dry before putting it all back on. But now, let's have a look at those injectors. So these are what I believe are causing the issue. One of these has got to be bad, or something has got to be not very good at all. And I think I've figured out why. So if we have a look at each of these. Ta-da. Now this one is the one that was on the very end, which had all the oil in. And this one is very dark and doesn't look great. I have a theory. So of course, that intake bit there has a little bit of oil in it, and so did that one there. Now, when you have a look at the back here, you can see these seals, these type of things. This side does not have one. Nothing fell out, nothing came out whilst I was taking it out. There was nothing in it. So perhaps that's why it's running so rough. Perhaps, so we're aware that there is a slight oil leak at the top here, but perhaps it's seeping down, going through that hole and getting into the chamber, and that's why it's running rough. Might have to check and see if I've got any of those seals. Right, so luckily for me, I have these seals. Now these seals are brand new, OEM, and they seem to fit in these holes perfectly. So I'm going to change those over. They're slightly different. They look a little bit different in shape wise, but I don't know if that's just because these ones have been in there a while and haven't been changed or whatever, but these ones are a genuine part. They fit in perfectly. The center hole is the same, so hopefully they fit correctly. So I'm going to switch all these over now, and I've also got to clear this out because I seriously think that oil is getting in there, seeping through, and that's what's causing it to not run very well. So let's get them changed now. Okay, so all of these seals are now changed. They all look brand new, obviously, because they are. So now I'm just going to give that a clear up, try and clean up as much of that oil and crap as I can, so it's nice and clean when it's ready to go back in. Okay, so as you can see, these are all now nice and clean, which is the way we want it. So all I've got to do is let that dry out a bit, so that obviously none of the there's no crap that's in it that will get back into the engine. So it's nice and clean now. So I think now what I want to do is just give that a little clean up in there, because it's not looking great and I don't think it's very good for the engine. Okay, so it's looking a bit better in there now. It's not awful like it was before, so I think we're good. Just want to, it's hard to make sure that all of these cylinders, or valves, sorry, are completely dry. And I don't really know any other tricks. I think they are. I think they're good. I mean, I'm not finding anything when I put my hand in there anymore, so I think they're good. Right, so I've now changed the throttle body gasket. That was a bit of a mission to do. And the injectors are now changed with the brand new second-hand ones. The seals on there have been done, and I've cleaned up behind here as best as I can, and that gasket is now on. So all I really need to do now is just bolt everything back up, and it should, in theory, be good to go. So this is going to be a long one, it's going to be a mission, but let's crack on. Let's just go for it. Like a glove. Now, where did that go? I'm already failing.
I think that might be tight enough. I don't want to split it.
It's now nearly 7 o'clock at night. I think everything is back on together. It was a bit of a pain in the arse, especially one particular hose that I forgot to put on before the manifold, but I managed to do it. So now we just need to try and start it and make sure everything starts. It's a bit nerve-wracking. Hopefully I've cleaned up all the fuel and all the coolant and then all the everything that needs to be cleaned up. Right, let's do it. If I can find the hole. Ah, I'm an idiot. It ain't gonna start, is it?
Battery's disconnected.
Battery! Attempt 2, with the battery actually connected this time. Attempt number 3. Yes, yes. Very interesting, yes. If I remember correctly, there was something. Last attempt at starting this thing. Either that or I have completely ruined it somehow. Either that or the only thing I can think of is perhaps the injectors haven't been tested and aren't good. Right, we're ready. Me either. What? So, unfortunately, it still didn't run quite right. We still haven't fixed the problem. I mean, yeah, we just changed over the HT leads and it is better, but I don't know what that is. If any of you guys know what that noise is or what's causing that, let me know, because it can't be the spark plugs because we've changed them. It can't be the HT leads, we've changed them. It can't be a gasket leak because we've changed them. It can't be the injectors because we've changed them. Literally everything that I thought it could possibly be has been changed, and we're still
Getting a rough idle.
Yeah.
So it's jumping about.
It's not right. So if any of you know what the hell is wrong with this engine, please let me know, because I'm out of ideas. So yeah, I was hoping I was going to end this video on a high and it was going to have fixed the MX-5, but no.